I'm a bit late to the party, but there has been certain things trending within the Kingdom Hearts community, and it's about Tetsuya Nomura and Kingdom Hearts 4. Now, first of all, this is bittersweet news because we get some news about Kingdom Hearts 4. We get just minor details, which is completely fine. We take whatever we can, right? But the bitter news is Nomura's retirement. Before we discuss this, I do want to mention that Nomura does deserve a great retirement, especially after all the years he has dedicated himself to Square Enix, Squaresoft. So I'll get into why it's bittersweet news to me, but let's just get this out of the way. Kingdom Hearts 4 pretty much hired a whole new team for writing up the game, and I personally feel like it leans towards a W. It really leans to something I could rock with because of just having a whole new feel for the game. I mean, the direction with the Kingdom Hearts series has been pretty consistent, and it has been kind of iffy with some people. I could agree to certain complaints within the series, but at the same time, I accept it for what it is. It's why I'm still here and why I enjoy nearly every game. So for Kingdom Hearts 4 to really change up, I mean, it makes sense because the direction with Kingdom Hearts 4 when we saw the reveal trailer was absolutely insane. A whole new map, a realistic map of Shibuya. You have Sora in realistic graphics, a realistic art style similar to Final Fantasy. This is a whole new direction. We have a whole new logo, and now we have a whole new team writing up the story. So I hope things go well. Obviously, Nomura has mentioned that he is overseeing the writing. I'm just very curious where could this go, because this could also somewhat be a bad thing, but as what I said before, it leans more so with something I could rock with, I could agree on. The only reason why I say it could be bad is because they're not familiar with the series, or maybe they're not familiar with the certain characters. So it'll be interesting to see how people, the staff, interpret Sora and the other characters and the direction of the story, wherever it's going to, because I have no clue where it's going to be. I do want to add an editor's note saying that I'm not really worried about Kingdom Hearts 3's, the future of Kingdom Hearts gameplay, because we all have to realize too, Nomura does not solo this game development on his own. There's plenty of other people within Square that help him create this game. So a lot of people are familiar on creating the Kingdom Hearts series. It's not just based on him. I'm not really worried about gameplay. I think Kingdom Hearts gameplay could always evolve. It could always change. I mean, look at the many games we have, and each of the 3 games, Kingdom Hearts 1 to 3, are completely different from each other as well. They all have their strong traits and level design and how they interpret or approach to their boss fights and such. I'm not worried about gameplay, but it's more so the theme of the game, the characters, of what you would typically know from Kingdom Hearts. So, and I'll get into that probably later on, you'll probably see, but let's continue the video. During the interview, he has talked about his potential retirement within a couple of years. So I'm not sure whether or not it's for a couple of years, like literally 2 years or so, or couple of years meaning like after the release of Kingdom Hearts 4, then he's done, or maybe 2 more releases, like Kingdom Hearts 4 and then Kingdom Hearts 5, and then maybe he's done. I don't know, right? He also talked about how he's not sure whether or not he should retire or if he should finish Kingdom Hearts first. Nomura is currently he's actually about to be 54, I think. He's currently 53. This was something I was thinking about because, you know, as someone who is growing older, I look back at the game devs that I looked up to, and their games is something I really enjoyed and I was really passionate about, and Nomura is one of those game directors, game creators that I always sticked with since I was a kid. So the reason why this is very bitter to me, because this is like a part of my childhood also come into a closure, because even though, like, you could say Kingdom Hearts may continue without him, again, he said he's not sure, right? But let's say if it did, it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, no pun intended. I have never skipped out on a title. I keep buying the games. I always replay the games. I mean, there was even a year, man, where I like, literally, it was before Kingdom Hearts 3. It was a few years before Kingdom Hearts 3's release, and for a straight year, I just kept playing the Kingdom Hearts games over and over again. I never got tired of it. If you see my playtime hours, I have like infinite amount of hours on each Kingdom Hearts games. I'm a big hardcore fan when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, especially how I think Kingdom Hearts, especially with 1 and 2, they really change up the action genre of how people see things. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 was a gem of itself. It was like a masterpiece at that time, and there was nothing like it. It's something that you could experience once in a lifetime with that type of feeling. So, and I always stuck with Kingdom Hearts, whether or not people disagreed with how the direction of the franchise is going to, or how certain games are. I always stuck with it because I always enjoyed their format. I always enjoyed how it was always designed. Like, there was a reason why I stuck with it, is because there was always a part of me that enjoyed its gameplay loop and its replay value, and it's also overall, like, that game to me is very heartwarming, gives good vibes, and there's a lot of positives and negatives from when I experienced Kingdom Hearts. And every time I revisit Kingdom Hearts, I always remember why I keep replaying the series. Because recently I bought the game on Steam, and I just booted up any of the games. I booted up like 2.8. Not even Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts 1 or not even Kingdom Hearts 3, because those are like my favorite games. I just booted up 2.8 just because, and I literally remember why I used to really have fun with these games. It just hit me. Like, the whole nostalgia, the feeling, everything just came back to me. I didn't expect him to leave so soon, but then again, it is expected, because if you keep following him throughout the years with his work and his interviews, every time he talks about projects and game releases, he does sound tired. His expression, sometimes he's also joking as well, but his expression overall, he sounds very beat up, tired, because of the toll game development makes you go through. Game development nowadays are very long, and they take a lot of time to create. Especially for a man, Nomura himself, who has gone through development hell. He went through development hell with Versus 13. If you haven't known about that project, that was his canceled video game. Square Enix eventually had to cancel it, I think. I don't know like what's the real reason for it. No one does. Square Enix canceled it. He was creating that game for nearly 10 years just to make that happen, and the thing is, they were going through so many problems in development where it just wasn't working out from what we have seen and covered based off the news. And with Kingdom Hearts 3, they dealt with a similar issue until they switched their engine to the Unreal Engine, because they always stuck to their in-house engine, which was the Luminous engine, and which was Versus 13 was being created on. And apparently that engine was really kind of holding them back. So luckily, games like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, our recent release, and also the Part 1 remake, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, they are both made on the Unreal Engine. I know Kingdom Hearts 3 had to do a whole switch up, and the developers had to relearn how to use the Unreal Engine because they weren't familiar with that sort of engine. So there's all these layers of complications and problems. It took Kingdom Hearts 6 years of development, right? And then Versus 13 was like, I don't know the exact years, but it was like nearly 10 for it to be canceled at the end. He has gone through so much, and then he's very familiar, obviously, like with creating these big projects from his previous titles with the Kingdom Hearts series, right? With Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Final Fantasy 7, and even before him as a prodigy in Square Enix, right? Since he was like the game director of FF7. Even before then, he was helping creating the other Final Fantasy titles. He's really well off, you know, within the gaming industry on creating these AAA games, and he knows the ins and outs. So I understand why this man is like wanting to retire soon. And the reason why, like, I say it's soon because, and I get it, like, the age once you hit your 60s, like, that's when you want to retire. I don't know what age you retire in Japan, but I know Kojima. That fool is, like, almost 60, or he is 60, and he's still making games, and he's still motivated to make games, but that's probably because of the conditions that he is in. I think he's in a whole different lifestyle compared to Nomura, where Kojima has his own independent studio. He's making games on his own terms. He's collaborating with many big names, including big names out here in the West, in Hollywood, with actors and probably other businessmen. And he's also very beloved within the gaming industry, right? Compared to Nomura, he's with Square Enix, and you know, Square Enix does go through stuff, but they do make, as of recent, they've been making great games with Final Fantasy. You know, whether you do like it or not, these are really good games. FF16, right? I mean, he's not really involved with that, but we have FF16, we have Rebirth, we had Kingdom Hearts 3 in the past. We had the Part 1 remake. Majority of those titles were made by Nomura. It's very admiring for the stuff that he goes through with his work. And he does like everything. Not only like he's talented on creating these games, he's talented on his artwork. I see him as a humble man as well. So, cuz he's very quiet, you know, you don't really know what he's necessarily thinking majority of the time. It's sad to see him go if he does leave soon. Before he ends his career, I hope he creates these things, these games or whatever projects on his own terms, right? I always said before, for the longest time, I always wanted him to like create original IPs or different things that he just wants to make, right? But then again, he has Kingdom Hearts and he does have a lot of freedom within Kingdom Hearts. It's just that, does he really want to do that for that IP, or does he want to do it for like in a whole original IP? In the end of the day, I just want the man to be happy, man. That's really it. Especially how he made so many of us happy. It's the least that he could have, is have things on his own terms by the end of his career. So it will be interesting, again, where the direction of the Kingdom Hearts series will go to if he just retires soon. But he's also debating if he should finish Kingdom Hearts. My personal take is that I think he should just finish Kingdom Hearts, if he can, of course, because I've seen many franchises that, or had this vision by one person, the creator, and then when they kind of just give it over to someone, once the creator feels like he or she is over with it, you know, the person obviously has a lot of high expectations, of course, right, to fill the shoes of what this franchise has become. But it's also the vision of that person. It's not going to be the same. And sometimes it could end up badly. And majority of the time, from what I see, it does end up badly. So, I'm just really wondering if there is someone out there that can think like Nomura, or that understands Nomura and how he created Kingdom Hearts and the direction he likes to put his work to. That's what I'm really curious about, if that's the thing. I don't mind if Kingdom Hearts ends. I just wish to see it under Nomura himself, because I think Kingdom Hearts is not going to be the same, and in a bad way, if it's not under Nomura. But never say never, right? So it's the matter of, you know, time will tell, and we'll see how it is. I hope things work out well for him. Comment down below how you guys feel about this. Remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please comment your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts 4, and I kind of want to see Kingdom Hearts end with Nomura, but I am kind of open to the fact of someone else or like a team kind of carrying Kingdom Hearts, but like that's really hard to do. That's really hard to do. I think I would be more comfortable if Kingdom Hearts kind of uses a different character and a different cast. It just wouldn't be the same with the same characters and such, because Nomura's original characters are in Kingdom Hearts, you know, with starting with Sora. So, but alright, y'all have a good day. Peace.